now is I'd like to have you show us some of your pieces and talk about them. But before we do that, could you tell me just a little bit about the White River Gallery?
White River Gallery. White River Gallery is a co-op gallery. That means that all the artists have banded together and said, let's set up our own shop. We had a grant from the Arts Council of White Lake these many years ago, and we took that money, that seed money, and we rented a beautiful space in the old town of Montague, and it was originally a bank building, and so there was actually a vault in it. And a lot of stories can be told about the vault and the problems it's been. But
wow.
Basically high ceilings. I remember a friend had a used clothing store in there. But the Arts Council then rejuvenated itself as a result of having this startup of the art gallery. It was like a last gasp at that time and place.
Neat.
And it was just like they had set out a little seed, and now there's a whole forest. So you have your Arts Council in one building, the Nuveen Center for the Arts next to it, which is another offshoot of the Arts Council, and then the gallery. So we're a co-op gallery, and to pay the rent, to have really excellent work. We don't have a sideline like a coffee shop or a framing shop, which a lot of galleries need to do to stay in business. We have a fundraiser, and that's what Art in the Barn is. And it's a fundraiser. The Arts Council gives us a lot of help putting it on as volunteer work, and as a result of making this money at the end of the summer at Art in the Barn, we're able to subsidize ourselves with a little help from our friends.
Fantastic. Yeah. Do they offer, or do they facilitate, that is, any classes through the Arts Council for kids? The
Nuveen Center for the Arts is the teaching arm of the Arts Council of White Lake, and they are dedicated through the Nuveen Benevolent Trust in Chicago to make art educational experiences possible to children. That's their mission. And we said, we can get behind that mission 100%. And we worked it out. We had friends with the Nuveen family who had summered here in White Lake. And so they had roots, albeit at a distance, in the community. And so with that grant every year, pretty much, from the Nuveen Trust, it pays for us to have a really skilled director, executive director. Now, I'm on the board of the Nuveen, so I'm one of the people who we hire, and we set policy, and we say this is what our mission needs to be, and this is good for it, that's not good for it, those kind of decisions. But our director really makes it happen. Right. And a lot of teachers come and teach art who are also gallery members.
Fantastic.
In other words, there gets to be a real synergy in the community about this.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty synonymous with the White Lake area. I mean, everybody thinks of that, the Art Council.
More and more, more and more. Fremont has a wonderful the arts place over there, and a lot of these larger towns in western Michigan have something going for them, along with the beauty, is the enjoyment of the beauty and the arts themselves.
Absolutely.
And so there's a lot of art up and down the coasts of western Michigan, and we're part of it.
Fantastic. Can you tell our viewers, for anyone who doesn't know, where the Arts Council is located?
Well, Montague has their stoplight at the bottom of the hill, and you go up that one block and hang a left, and you go down Ferry Street to the arts galleries, or the Arts Council, the Nuveen, and the White River Gallery. You go to the right, and you go down what used to be the old business center in Montague, and they have the Book Nook and Java Shop and the Senior Center and some other really nice stores. Todd's Pharmacy is down at the end, and Lipka's that have been there forever, serving lunch right on the opposite corner from us. And so if it wasn't for the main road going up through there, it would be like a campus of small-town America.
Absolutely. For anyone also who would like to know, and I'm sure that's most people, where are we again? Terrestrial Formation's the address here?
Terrestrial Forming Pottery.
Forming, sorry.
Is way out on Michelinda Road. We're a mile from Lake Michigan. Michelinda Road's it's a big road. It's been greatly improved. You know, it's major. Lamus Road, which is our intersection, is a big road up in Montague. But here on the Whitehall side of the lake, where it emerges up out of the water, and there it is about a pretty long half-mile, and that's it. It doesn't go on to the south. I mean, it used to end at Duck Lake, never re-emerged again. So it's Lamus and Michelinda Road. The White Lake Golf Course is right down the street here. This is residential, and I'm spot zoned for commercial. 45, 50 years ago when I got this started, I brought to the Fruitland Township, which is my political entity, township, the concept of cottage industry along with residential. And they thought that that was a good idea to have a mix of things in the area. And there used to be, you know, agriculture used to be the business. And it was all over here. And there used to be a machine shop down the street. There used to be a welding shop down the street. Well, you know, a lot of things have changed and evolved.
Absolutely.
The state park has come in. The Boy Scouts have left this part of their camp structure. And the Nature Conservancy bought it, fortunately. And then the state park, they gave it to the state park. And so that the beautiful Duck Lake is preserved at this point, and this is a very stable area now.
Fabulous. That is excellent. Well, I would like to thank you, Peter, and I'll get this right. Terrestrial Forming,
yes.
Right? I got that. And I would like to leave the audience now with you taking the microphone and going around and talking about a few of your creations. Would that be all right?
That'll be okay. That'll be a challenge.
Fantastic. In West Michigan, we will be back after a word from our underwriters.